Hello, beautiful queen, and welcome back to day 26. Today, we're turning up the heat with a high-intensity, full-face yoga workout. This session activates every area of the face and neck to lift, tone, and energize in a short, dynamic sequence. Let's get glowing. We'll start today's practice with cheek press. So drop your jaw, creating a long and narrow O, and then place the fingertips of your index finger and your middle finger on your inner cheek wall in line with your mouth corners. Place your thumbs next to the base of your nose so you don't create smile lines, and then press your fingers into the side of your cheeks as you press your cheeks into your fingers. So your fingers are offering the resistance, pressing into the inner cheek wall, and then the cheeks are pressing into the fingers, trying to counteract that resistance. Make sure you're relaxing your forehead and the area in between your eyebrows. Relax your neck and your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Remember to breathe, and we're cranking the time here up to 45 seconds. We'll do 3 sets. This is definitely one of the more intense exercises, but you got this. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and release. Great job. We're going to jump right into cheek squats, so drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O. This time wrap your top and bottom lips around your teeth tightly. And then lift your cheeks up into the hooks made by your index fingers. The index fingers are placed down by the base of your nose and then all the way up at the corner of your eye. This is what it looks like when we move the hands. The fingers are not offering resistance, but just acting as a mind-body connection and a guide to lift your cheeks up into your fingers. So we're cranking up the volume again. We're doing 50 repetitions. If you need to stop the video today at any time, you can go ahead and do so. This is definitely an advanced practice. You got this. Your face is going to be buzzing after this. Remember to breathe. Relax your forehead and the area in between your eyebrows. Make sure your jaw is not activated. Send your mouth corners to your back molars, focusing only on the cheek area. Go ahead and release. Great job. We're jumping right into brow press. Take your palm ends, place them on your eyebrows, covering as much as your eyebrows as you can. Pull out to the side and then gently up. Squeeze your eyes closed against the opposite resistance. So you're gonna make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, neck is long, shoulders are down. Look down and then squeeze your eyes, imagining like you're squeezing your eye sockets in and down against the opposite resistance of your hands, moving out and up. We're doing 30 repetitions. This is the dynamic form of brow press. Fingers are resting on the head for support. Inhale, exhale, and release. Place your hands on your collarbone. Wrap your bottom lip around your bottom teeth. Send your tongue up to the roof of your mouth and then gently lift your chin up towards the ceiling and back down. We'll do 10 repetitions. Make sure your upper face is completely relaxed. Don't lose the grip on your collarbone. Keep pressing your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. When we do 10, we're going to hold. Hold here, pressing your tongue up to the roof. Bottom lip is tightly wrapped around your bottom teeth. Feel the activation and the stretch all the way up your neck and along your jawline. Make sure you're sitting up tall, shoulders down. Relax your forehead and your eyebrows. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and then go ahead and release. Great job. We're going to do that whole set 3 more times. So drop your jaw, creating a long and narrow O. Place your index finger and your middle finger, the tips of your fingers, in line with your mouth corners, pressing into your inner cheek wall. Breathe deep here. Press your cheeks into your fingers as your fingers put the opposite resistance back towards your cheeks. Knuckles are together. Thumbs are placed on the smile lines or right at the base of the nose so we don't create any wrinkles. Breathe deep. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your scalp. Relax your jaw. Keep squeezing in with those inner cheek walls as your fingers offer the opposite resistance. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe deep. Big inhale. Nice long exhale and release. Great job. Right into cheek squats. Wrap your bottom and top lip around your teeth, a long and narrow O, and then send your cheeks up towards the sky like you want to smile. Keep sending your mouth corners towards your back molars, trying to keep that O as long and narrow as possible so that offers the resistance. The lips wrapping around the teeth and the long and narrow O for the cheeks to work against the opposite resistance. We're doing 30 pulses up towards the ceiling. If you find the static holding and lifting more beneficial, you can do that as well, but we're pumping up towards the ceiling for 30. Sending your cheeks up into the little hooks that are created by your fingers. Relax your forehead and your eyebrows. Relax your shoulders back and down. You got this. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and go ahead and release. Great job. Moving back to brow press, place your palm ends on your eyebrows, pulling outward and upward, and then look down, squeezing your eyes against the opposite resistance. We're opening and closing for 30 pulses. Look down and imagine you're squeezing your eye sockets in and down. Resting your fingers on your head, sitting up nice and tall, pressing your tongue all the way up to the roof of your mouth, and feel your palate widening as you squeeze your eyes in and down. Almost there, you got this. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and release. Great job. Placing your hands on your collarbone, wrap your lower lip around your teeth, and then gently lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're pressing your tongue up to the roof of your mouth, and your head and your forehead, your eyebrows are relaxed. Feel the activation in your neck and along your jawline. Feel the stretch in your jaw, your masseter muscle, and then hold here, breathing deep, pressing your tongue up to the roof of your mouth all the way in the back, and feel that sharp activation along the jawline. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and go ahead and release. All right, this is our last round. You got this for cheek press. Drop your jaw, place your fingers in the inner cheek wall. So this exercise works the buccinator muscle, and when this muscle loses volumes, the cheeks will start to sink in, and that's going to create that hollowed cheek, the laugh lines, and vertical lines that run downwards on the outside of the mouth corners. Cheek press tones the lower part of the face and can reverse nasolabial lines, jowls, marionette lines, smile lines, hollow cheeks, and even works on toning the jawline a bit. Make sure the resistance coming from your fingertips is firm so that your cheeks have a nice, strong resistance to work again. I know this one is tough and your cheeks are probably burning after this. Mine are too. Make sure your forehead is relaxed. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and we'll jump right into cheek squats. Drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, wrap your bottom and top lip around your teeth, and lift your cheeks up like you want to smile. Cheek squats tones and lifts the cheeks upwards towards the eye area and fills out hollowness under the eyes, restoring volume at the front part of the cheeks. This exercise works particularly well on reducing tear troughs, increasing volume in the upper lip, toning the philtrum and upper lip. This is an excellent exercise for increasing volume around the apples of your cheeks and your under eyes. We're doing 30 pulses. You got this. Keep sending your mouth corners back to your back molars. Keep that upper lip tightly wrapped around your teeth, and remember to breathe. Almost done. Take a big inhale, a nice long exhale, and gently release. Moving into brow press for the last time, place your palm ends on your eyebrows, pulling out towards your temples and slightly up. Look down and squeeze your eyes against the opposite resistance. This exercise is great for lifting any sagging eyelids. It works on the lower eye area. It also reverses frown lines, furrows, and forehead lines. It does this through relaxing the forehead while strengthening the eyes. These muscles are in an antagonist relationship, so we get double benefit from one exercise. I love this exercise for helping to reduce frown lines. Gently release. Great job. All right, moving into high jaw press for the last time. This exercise tones and lifts the neck and the jawline. It works to reverse jowls, droopy mouth corners, and double chin and loose skin around the neck and jawline. It works by stretching the platysma and the depressor anguli oris. We'll do one more and then we'll hold here. This exercise also works on balancing the muscles of mastication, the masseter, the temporalis, and it creates flexibility in the TMJ, the temporomandibular joint. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, tongue is pressing actively into the roof of your mouth, placing your awareness on your neck and jawline. Feel that stretch and openness. Relax the upper part of your face and gently release. Great job. We're going to cool it down now. Left arm up towards the ceiling, place it on your temple, and gently guide your left ear towards your left shoulder. We'll hold here for 30 seconds, breathing deep into the right side of your neck. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, weight evenly distributed between each sit bone, pressing your tongue up to the roof of your mouth, relaxing your upper face, and breathing deep. Inhale to release the pose, and then exhale, guide your right ear over towards your right shoulder, placing your right hand on your left temple, slightly lifting up so you get a nice lift in the cheeks and the corner of the eye and the temple area. Breathe deep. Feel the activation on the left side of your neck, sitting up nice and tall and pressing your tongue up into the roof of your mouth. Relax your upper face, relax your jaw. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out, and gently release. Great job. We're going to finish this massage with some gentle vibrations on the cheeks and around the face, just to make sure that we're not carrying any tension in the face. Use your fingertips to gently vibrate around your entire face. If this feels good, you can pause the video and continue doing so. Take a deep breath in, blow some raspberries. This was an intense workout and you did a great job. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you back tomorrow for day 26. Namaste.